Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Hola, bonjour. Mi nombre es Mario Pedro Gould, and you are now tuned into the Alpha Success Television Network. On this beautiful week, we are going to continue our theme of motivation, empowerment, and inspiration towards successful living. And today, we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm going to maybe provide you an entertaining story. How many of you love entertainment? If you love entertainment, say, I love entertainment. I'm going to provide you an entertaining story. And throughout this story of an experience that I've had in my life, I want to encourage you not to get lost in the entertainment, but to glean, a few lessons from the story I'm going to share with you today, and make this lesson applicable, to your life, to successful living, whether it's mentally, whether it's spiritually, whether it's emotionally, whether it's financially, whether it's relationally. We're talking about holistic, successful living. So yesterday I come across this word, Chutzpah. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I'll give you the spelling because I really want to encourage you to pick up a dictionary and really study the definition of this word, because just by knowing this word, you can actually apply it in your life and make an improvement in the quality of your life. The word is spelled Chutzpah. Chutzpah. It is derived from the Hebrew word chutzpah, meaning audacity for good or bad. Audacity for good or bad. Other definitions of it are gall, bravery, boldness, temerity, brazen nerve, incredible guts, and presumption plus arrogance. So I'm assuming that presumption plus arrogance means that you just make an assumption that you're gonna win. You're just gonna win. With that attitude in everything in your life, incredible guts in everything that you're doing in your life, gall, bold, temerity in everything that you're doing in your life. If you bring this attitude, what could be the difference? What could be the difference in your quality of life? Whether it's financially, if you bring a lot more boldness to your business, a lot more courage to your business, a little bit more presumption plus arrogance that you cannot fail. What would this mean for your business? So the example today I'm going to use, I found it very funny. You're probably going to find it funny, but pick up the lesson. I get home today, and I'm sitting at home and I start texting back and forth with a lady that has made it her life's task to make it very difficult for me to take her out for a cup of coffee or for breakfast or for whatever it is where we sit together and we get to connect. And I find that actually exciting. I love the challenge, and she's been making it very hard for us to meet up. And today, as we are speaking back and forth, with the text message, she lets it slip by that she is at a certain coffee shop, and she's waiting for one of her friends who's joining her in about 20 minutes, and they're doing some schoolwork. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, it's going to be very hard for me to meet this lady if she continues playing, very hard to get. And I also went by the assumption that by her telling me that she's in a certain coffee shop waiting for a friend, you know how women are. They send backward hints. I was assuming that, she's probably inviting me to go and talk to her very quickly before her friend comes through. But anyway, initially I decided, something caught my time, so I ended up staying at home for another hour and a half. And after an hour and a half, I thought that, this lady is still at the coffee shop and she's probably with her classmates. They're doing classwork and they're doing studying. And I got a brilliant idea right at this moment, ladies and gentlemen. I got a brilliant idea right at this moment. And this idea shows up in your life in different forms or shapes or manner when you're pursuing something. So in this case, I find this lady attractive and I am pursuing her, for lack of a better term. I'm pursuing her to go out on a date with me. So the message came like this. It said, Mario, get out of your behind and go to this coffee shop. Coffee crash party. Go crash the party. And go talk to this girl, because, you never, at this rate, it's going to be very difficult for you to get, a coffee date with her. And it was very interesting at this point, one part of me said, and it's the same thing that, happens in your life. You want to go for something, but there's this part of you that says, hey, don't go there. Hey, you might fail. Hey, she might reject you. Hey, you might make a fool of yourself, Mario. This is the voice that I'm hearing in my head. And you hear the same thing too when you're trying to go for something. And the other part of me that learned this word Chutzpah yesterday, boldness, temerity, incredible guts, be brave, said, hey, you know what? Go over there and go and say hi. That's what your intention is. Go and say hi to the lady. So I thought about it. I said, well, I'm going to go there. And if I go there and sit down with her, with her friends, there's going to be one of two things that's going to happen. Number one is she's going to think that, this guy, Mario, is a total asshole. Like, who is he to come and just crash the party? I'm having coffee with my schoolmates, doing some work. Who the hell is this guy think he is to come and crush the party? And you know what? When I thought about that decision, that conclusion that the lady may make, I thought, well, she may look at me as an asshole, but it is okay. A lot of people think I'm an asshole. It is okay. Assholes finish first. Good guys finish last. I don't want to be a good guy. And the other side of it, I thought that, she might make the conclusion that, man, this guy is brave, man. This guy is brave. Like, he just came to say hi to me in the midst of my friends that he hasn't met, knowing very well that I could reject him. This guy is really brave. I should get to know him. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see right there's a 50-50 chance of either happening. And if she sees me as a brave person and she's attracted to that, then guess what? We're going to have a coffee date. Either way, I really embrace this word Chutzpah and say, you know what? I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to have a lot of temerity. I'm going to have a lot of incredible guts. I'm going to have a lot of presumption plus arrogance that I cannot fail. And I'm going to go and do what my soul is telling me to do, which in this case was get up and go to this coffee shop. So I go to this coffee shop and I see the lady there. She's with her friend, and I just went and I just sat down right next to her and said, hey, how you doing? I remember you said the message that you were in a coffee shop and I came to say hi. And I started talking to her friend and, we had a very interesting conversation. I was almost there for about an hour. I made friends with her friend and I got to know her a little better. And I'm the only guy there, so I'm listening and learning about, how women think. It was fabulous. Fabulous. It was great. What she thinks after this does not matter to me. What matters is that, you know what, man? Man, I'm being brave. I'm being brave in everything that I do. And I learned a lesson in this experience myself, which I'm going to translate into every aspect of my life. And the lesson that I learned is, you know what? I am going to consciously bring a high level of bravery, a high level of boldness, a high level of temerity, a high level of presumption plus arrogance that I cannot fail in anything that I'm doing in life, whether I'm elevating myself to a higher level of spiritual consciousness, whether I'm expanding my mental facilities, by learning more, picking up more knowledge, skills, and abilities, whether I'm building up my bank account, building up more businesses, taking on bigger projects, or whether, I am pursuing the woman of my dreams. I'm going to bring a lot of boldness. I'm going to bring a lot of chutzpah, whatever way you pronounce it. So this really encouraged me, and something that encouraged me, something that inspires me, motivates me, empowers me, I believe can do the same thing for you. The question that I want you to ask yourself is, look at arenas in your life that you have been holding yourself back because you have a fear. Maybe a fear of rejection, a fear of failure, whatever fear it is, like the dark side. But look at that dark side and say, you know what, man, I am going to have some chutzpah. I'm going to exercise some boldness and act regardless of the possible outcomes of failure. I'm just going to act. And now I am going on an assumption. I'm pretty sure I'm dead on this assumption, but you may beg to differ. I am pretty sure that if I stay bold, if I stay exercising a lot of chutzpah in my life, I will, actually I already am, but I am and I will continue to build a dream life that only I, Mario Pedro Gould, has dreamt of. You know what I'm saying? So what is your dream life? What is holding you back? Today, exercise some chutzpah and decide to be brave, be bold. Time has come. Time has come, baby. Have yourself a magnificent week.